When we read text, it is helpful to group the words into meaningful chunks or phrases. This will help provide rhythm to what we read and help us understand what we read. The goal is to group words into phrases while reading, just as we do when speaking. It helps us make sense of the words. We group words based on their meaning or what questions they answer. Turn in your student books to page 98. We will practice reading sentences that have been broken into phrases. Our goal is to read chunks instead of individual words. This will help us read more fluently. Let's look at the first sentence. I will read each phrase and I want you to repeat it. As you read the phrase, I want you to scoop it by joining the beginning dot and end dot with your pencil. Then we will read all of the phrases together as a complete sentence, scooping as we read. The rag doll was in the tan box. The rag doll was in the tan box. Did you spot the bugs in the pot? Did you spot the bugs in the pot? When I hit it, when I hit it, the lock got stuck. When I hit it, the lock got stuck. The cop at the dock is standing by the cabs. The cop at the dock is standing by the cabs. Bob and Bill will jog up the hill in the smog. Bob and Bill will jog up the hill in the smog. The gulls nabbed the ham from the sack. The gulls nabbed the ham from the sack. Did the dog duck in the back of the van? Did the dog duck in the back of the van? The man is filling the hot dog buns. The man is filling the hot dog buns. Mom's tan van was pulling into the lot. Mom's tan van was pulling into the lot. We are going to use some of the phrases you just practiced reading to review adverb questions. All of the phrases are prepositional phrases. Each phrase begins with a preposition and answers the where, when, or how question. What kind of word will each phrase end with? Look at the example on the board. In the pit. This phrase is a prepositional phrase. The phrase begins with a preposition and ends with a naming word or noun. This phrase is also acting as an adverb. What question does it answer? You are going to practice your handwriting and spelling skills as we look for prepositions and adverbs. Turn to page 97. Let's look at the instructions for Part A. Listen to each prepositional phrase and repeat it. Write the phrase on the line. Circle the preposition. If the phrase is acting as an adverb, write the question that it answers on the line to the right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read the phrase. You are going to repeat the phrase. You are going to write the phrase, and then I will read the phrase a second time as you check your work. Number 1, at the bus stop. At the bus stop. Number 2, by the rocks. By the rocks. Number 3, in the dim cab. In the dim cab. Number 4, On the box. On the box. Number 5. Into the pit. Into the pit. Now you are going to circle the prepositions. Also, you're going to tell whether it's what question the phrase answers. Okay, so I want you to look at the answers to part A. Let's skip down to part B. Choose 2 phrases from part A and add to them to make complete sentences. Write them in the lines below, on the lines below. We continue to focus on question strategies because they are so critical to building better comprehension skills. You worked with your partners to determine what information would have to be included in the answers to a variety of questions. Although you did not know all the answers, you knew what kind of information you would have to find in order to answer the question adequately. Knowing what information you need guides your search for answers. To monitor your understanding of a text as you read it, you must also be aware of the questions the author has answered. Listen to this sentence and consider what question has been answered. The party was last Saturday evening. Think about what you now know about the party. You know when the party took place, so this statement answers the when question. When was the party? The party was last Saturday evening. You need to constantly monitor the information you accumulate as you read. This allows you to make sure you understand what's going on in the text, and it also helps you target what you still need to learn or figure out about the topic or story. Turn to page 99 in your student books. Let's look at our instructions. Read the sentences. Determine what question the sentence answers. Write the question and include the necessary punctuation. Let's look at number 1. Sarah went to the store because she needed sugar and chocolate chips. I see the word because, and that usually answers the question why. So the question I'm going to write is, why did Sarah go to the store? Notice we're having to change went to did go to make it a question, and we're going to need to capitalize the why, of course, but we're also going to need to have a question mark at the end to show that we're asking a question. Let's look at number 2. The test is on Friday. What question would you write for this sentence? You could ask, when is the test? Or what is on Friday? So there is more than one correct answer. What about number 3? They played tag in the park. You could say, what did they play in the park? Or where did they play tag? Let's look at number 4. No, I am not going with you. What question could somebody have asked for this answer? They could have asked, are you going with me? So I want you to complete 5 through 8 on your own. Here are some answer choices for 5 through 8.